Hello, and welcome to an episode of Empowered Spirituality. My name is Samantha Nagel, and I'm really excited today to be guiding you all through a meditation about going through hard times. And so for this one, I'd like to invite you to go ahead and grab a journal, something to write with, maybe something that makes you feel cozy, like a nice cup of tea, a blanket, a heating pad, maybe dim the lights, grab a candle, just something to get you in a cozy mood. Background music. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and settle in now. Maybe closing the eyes, deepening the breath. Starting to elongate the inhales and elongate the exhales. Listening to the music, listening to the sound of your breath. Allowing yourself to become completely present with the moment. Allowing your to-do list, your worried thoughts, your planning brain, allowing that to take a rest. Leaning into the breath, leaning into the present moment. And those thoughts will come up, because that's what they're trained to do. When they come up, simply say hello and allow them to pass out again as you bring your attention back to the breath, back to the present moment. And if you chose this meditation, it's probably because you're going through a hard time. You're probably feeling a lot of really challenging emotions, or maybe you're not feeling anything at all. You're feeling numb, struggling to stay present. And that's okay. We'll honor any part of the human experience that you're coming here with today. And this time isn't about fixing or about getting us to move quicker through a hard time. It's about supporting ourselves as we struggle, as we go through a hard time. Just notice any emotions that are coming up for you. Maybe it's a lot. Maybe they're conflicting. Or maybe there's a sense of numbness or overwhelm. Start to see where those feelings are coming up in the body, where they live, how they feel in the body. And as you breathe, hold space for that. Hold space for that tension, for that uneasiness, for that resistance, for that pain. Letting it sit with you. I think a lot of us think that we can't feel our emotions, or that we have to run from our emotions. If we feel them, what if we don't stop feeling them? Right? Like, what if we lean into that anxiety and then we're anxious? And the goal of this work, like I said, isn't to not feel anxious, not to not feel sad or overwhelmed or angry or grieving, grief. is to allow ourselves to have the full range of expression. Interestingly enough, a lot of the times when we sit with anxiety, when we sit with fear or sadness or anger, it can pass through us a lot quicker. So give yourself permission right now to sit with those feelings, knowing that yes, it's uncomfortable. The physical sensations of these emotions in your body is uncomfortable, and they won't last forever. And running from these emotions doesn't make them go away any faster. If it helps, think about these emotions as if they're a child, maybe you as a child. Think about the way that you would want to hold space for a child that's crying. Or think about how you wish you were held when you were a child and you were crying. You just wanted to be seen. You just wanted to be understood. And that's all that you want now. That's all that the feelings want now, to just be seen and felt and heard. Give yourself the gift of feeling your feelings. Give your feelings the gift of being felt. Give your inner voice the gift of being heard. Give yourself the gift of taking care of yourself by tuning in and holding space for yourself. By holding the space for yourself, by allowing yourself the full range of emotions and feelings and sensations, giving yourself the most radical act of love. You're giving your body the most radical act of love. Maybe if it feels right, you even place a hand on your heart, or you give yourself a hug. And if you notice feelings or thoughts of judgment creeping in, say no. Come back to this radical self-compassion and love. Maybe give yourself some validation. Yeah, it makes sense that I'm feeling this way right now. Of course, I'm overwhelmed. I'm allowed to be overwhelmed. I'm allowed to have any of the feelings that I have. I value myself enough to allow myself to feel these feelings, knowing that they're not going anywhere unless I do anyway. Let's just breathe into that idea for a few minutes. Sometimes when you're going through hard times, you may want to rush the healing process. You may want to get to the finish line of being quote unquote healed or happy or perfect. Sometimes all you need to do is sit. Take it one moment at a time. Sometimes the best thing you can do is not process your feelings. It's not write in your journal all day. It's not sit with the feeling constantly. It's just to check in, do a drop in. Hey, how am I doing? How's my body feeling? Let me sit with that for 30 seconds, and then let me keep going. Times when it's hard and stressful and overwhelming and unfair, we don't act like our best selves. We don't have that full reservoir of compassion and grace. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to have a shorter fuse. We're going to be more easily triggered by things that otherwise we wouldn't have been. And that's okay. It's okay to just give yourself the grace that you need in this moment. Maybe you need extra sleep. Maybe you're relying on coping mechanisms that maybe aren't so healthy for you, but at least you're not doing that thing that's really bad for you. It's okay not to be perfect. It's okay for healing not to look glamorous or aesthetic. It's okay for healing to look messy as heck. You're doing the best that you can in this moment. We're not given a manual. We're not told how to handle these things before they happen. You're new at this, just like everyone else is. You're doing the best that you can, and you're allowed to give yourself grace and humility for that. You're allowed to still love yourself. I invite you to just breathe into that idea for a few seconds here. Into the idea that you are perfect in your imperfection, that we never are truly healed, that we're always healing. Maybe sometimes it's not so pretty. If you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. Grab your journal. I'm going to set a timer for us. 3 minutes, not a lot. I'd like you to journal about what came up for you when you checked in with your body. What has your body been asking you to pay attention to? Sorry about that. What did you notice when you paid attention? 3 minutes. You have 30 seconds left. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and put your journal down. Knowing that it'll always be there for you to pick back up. Go ahead and close your eyes again and settle back into a guided meditation. A position that's either seated or laying down, but one that you feel comfortable in. Notice what it feels like to pay attention to your body, to be in touch with your intuition. Notice what the body told you. I'm going to invite you to place your right hand on your heart and your left on your stomach with your eyes closed. Just start to breathe in and breathe out. Noticing what it's like to both be the hands that are holding you and the body that's being held. You can start to direct your breath to your belly. When you breathe in, feeling the belly expand, feeling the left hand on your stomach expand outwards. All of you is welcome in this moment. It's okay not to be perfect right now. It's okay to not know all the answers. It's okay to be overwhelmed, to be confused, to have so many weird emotions. All part of you is welcome here. Breathing into that belly, keeping our hand hold. This is the human experience. Having messy, real, weird, conflicting, ugly, beautiful emotions. You are welcome to show up in your full expression of the human experience. Right now is really hard, and it's okay to say that. You don't have to be positive. You don't have to be grateful. It's okay that right now is just really fucking hard. I'm proud of you for waking up today. I'm proud of you for the little things. For the choice to keep breathing, to keep going, to be present, to keep breathing. Take that gratitude for yourself, for the little things. Gentle on yourself. Right now is hard, and it's okay if right now is hard. I invite you to whisper to yourself, I forgive you. I forgive you for having emotions. I forgive you for being a whole person. I forgive you for figuring it out. I forgive you for not knowing how to figure it out. In fact, I love you. I love you for having these emotions. I love you because you are a whole person. I love you for trying to figure it out. I love you for not knowing how to figure it out. I love every part of myself. Every part of me is welcome. I'd like you to reflect on one thing before we close. Just ask yourself, what do you need this week? Do you need self-care? Do you need support? Do you need to just go on a walk? Do you need to drink a little bit more water? Do you need to get a little bit more sleep? What do you need? What does your body need? What did it tell you that it needed? You just need a second to breathe. You need to be a little bit nicer on yourself. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Empowered Spirituality. Whatever hard, weird, messy thing that you're going through, or things that you're going through, I see you. I see this struggle. I see this challenge. I see this being unsure. Okay. I love you, and I'm here for you.